moderators can support your channel in even more ways. Introducing managing moderators. These users have the same capabilities as standard moderators, but in addition, they can manage blocked words, change. Okay, close. I guess I haven't gone live so long. They're updating me with stuff I probably should have already known, right? Anyways, good morning, good morning, good morning. Just want to give out a positive word of inspiration, just some positivity today. That's all. What's this new button? I see the $sign button and I see something to the right. Do you guys know what that is? People that have gone live before recently? It looks like a diamond, a gem. I have no idea what that is up there. But anyways, giving God all the glory and all of the honor this morning just for waking us up, giving us another chance to be better today than we were yesterday. Look at Boxing Scholar. You always got the eyes. What does that mean? What you looking at? What are you looking at? How you doing today? I hope all is well. Today is a snow day for the kiddos and certain businesses and things like that. And I'll tell you what, I love being out when everybody else is in the house. It is the best thing. That's your favorite emoji. Why? Tell me why. I gotta watch more of your stuff because I used to be into boxing real heavy when I was younger. When we were little, we used to grow up watching boxing, and my parents would order the big fights on pay-per-view, and they always complained whenever they ordered a Mike Tyson one because he would knock somebody out like within the second, third, or fifth round, you know. And so they would say that every single time it was the same thing. Damn it, we just wasted our money again. Too funny. And then when I was younger, like in my 20s, I used to watch Friday Night Boxing that used to come on USA, and I used to follow a lot of the. Why are you sad? What's wrong? This cold got me realizing I'm a unk. That arthritis kicking in, ain't it? Them knees and them ankles ain't the same. Yeah, you listen. Look, let me show y'all. What up, mixed chick? Don't even play. Don't even play. Look, y'all see this? This is the state I'm in. So you want to talk about the cold making you realize you're an unk? I'm an auntie. I've been auntie. Don't like it at all. It's great to see you too. How you doing, mixed chick? But watching your one of your lives, I realized how much I've been out of the loop when it comes to boxing. And I had my son in boxing for a while, but he's real small. Thin. He's thin. He's tall, but he's just a thin kid, you know? And some of the things he just couldn't do. And so he did it for about 5 months or so, and he loved it, and he was really good and getting good and the conditioning and stuff like that. But mom instincts kicked in. What you scared? What are you scared of? Does being an unk hurt? Sometimes it do, especially when you get out there on them courts and you think you can do what the young bucks do. Yeah, it hurts physically, and it can hurt, you know, a little mentally and emotionally. You know, you come to realize that things aren't the same. You may feel like you can do a whole lot in your head, but then when you actually try to execute it, you can't. But it's really just conditioning. You know, you got to do things a little bit at a time every day and get stronger in that and build up certain muscles and things like that around your core. And I don't know. And then sometimes it's just not meant. You know what I'm saying? It ain't meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Like there's only so much you can do. Keeping it real. When you get older, sometimes it's okay. You got to sit down and let the young people do what they got to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, we look up and, you know, we've got parents that have passed away, cousins that have passed away, great uncles and aunts and stuff like that. And sometimes reality sets in. We are getting old and it's inevitable. Mixchick says, I'm doing good. How are you? I have to link up with you outside the chat. Okay. A lot of people have been wanting to link up with me outside of the chat. I'm not saying that it's something going on. Because you're literally the third person that said, yo, we got to chat offline. So I'm like, What's really going on? And I'm gonna be honest with you, mixed chick. I have not had the best experience linking with people on this platform. It has not been the best. I would have to say maybe 90% of the people that I've linked with on this platform I don't speak to anymore because things get weird and people show who they are. And sometimes what you see online is not what is in real life. And my thing is this, I have really great discernment. I have a strong spiritual connection with the Most High. Could it be better? Of course. Every day I'm trying to do things to try to increase my connection with Him. But I will see things even online that I notice, and God will tell me, hey, stop dealing with this person. And I will continue to because of whatever reason. And then I end up getting the short end of the stick in certain aspects. And so that's why I try to, like, people say, hey, hit me up offline. And it's just like you cool. I know you cool. Like, I know you cool. But if I, because I'm not one of those people where I link up with you offline and it's just da, 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 like if I link up with you offline, it means I actually want to take the time to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an interrogator. I'm not. It's just natural flow of how relationships go, depending on what the angle is. Like, if we trying to do YouTube together, are we brainstorming? Are we just cool and just get to know? Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. Where at this point I'm skeptical, and I will say it's been mostly females, women that I've had these issues with. Not saying you wouldn't be cool, mixed chick. You seem like a real cool person, but most of my issues have been with females and a few males where things just got kind of strange and weird. So my nails are jacked up. Please forgive me, folks. I can't come on this live stream and be all put together every time. I'm just me, you know what I'm saying? I did them myself, and then I cleaned a whole bunch of pots and pans for somebody at Thanksgiving, and then now they're just jacked up. So it is what it is. He says, Lord, why? You just because that's life. It's the progression of life. You know what, Boxing Scholar, getting older is truly a blessing. And I have to remind myself of that every single day. Getting older is a blessing. We are so blessed to be able to wake up one more day on this earth. He said, I ain't never did nothing to nobody. I know. He said, not the DMs. Yeah, Mix is like, I know. She know. She know what's up. What up, Nikki Abbott? Can you give a shout out to my man Rick Cutler? It's his birthday. He got away with. I can't do that, Nikki Abbott, because I don't know what your angle is. And Mick says, I know what you know. You know what I'm talking about, right? So you feel me? Ain't nobody after me, Boxing Scholar. Believe it or not, the same popularity I have on here is the same. It mirrors what happens in real life, okay? I I am in hell. Okay. He says, I do know what you're saying. Yeah. Hey, Deja Vu. How are you? Thanks, Anna. Same to you. Deja says, good morning, chat. My English is bad. I practice with you. Is that okay? Just don't say nothing crazy and we good. They want you to stop. They in the DM. Yeah. Everybody's got their agenda. And I'm okay with that. But let me tell y'all what my son did this morning, y'all. My son's 11. He's in the 5th grade. And it's snow day. Do you guys see any snow? Y'all see any snow? So it snowed from like 3 a.m. to, let's see, we got up at 7. It snowed from 3 a.m. to like 9. It didn't, some of it stuck. My son was able to go outside first thing in the morning, make a snowball. He went to run across the street to his homeboy house. I said, no, you got to get online and do your little homework first, and then you can have fun. Next thing we know, it's like 9:15. My son, he's like, it's raining now. I'm like, yeah, bro, it's gone. The snow is gone. And they shut everything down because of that. But of course, You can never tell. Weather people, it's all an illusion. All they doing is guesstimating. They knew it was going to snow, but they didn't know for how long. So they shut all this down for that. Now my son is stuck at home. So he's doing his work and he's decided, let me do my math first because he loves math. He's like knocking out his math stuff. And he's like, I can't. Da, 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 da. And I said, son, looks like you need some scratch paper. What up, Cases and Cams? What up, Jay Tillman? I said, son, look like you need some scratch paper. He said, I got scratch paper. I said, well, I'm looking around on the table. He pointed to his iPad, to his Chromebook from school. And it was just a big white square. I said, boy, I know you lying. I know you lying. That's scratch paper. So of course I had to give him the whole spiel about back in my day. You see, it's okay to get older, Boxing Scholar, because back in my day, son, we use actual paper and a pencil so you can write it out. You got to show your work, right? He's like, I got it right here. I'm gonna just do it right here. So he's on there with his finger doing that. What happened? 5 minutes later, guess what happened? He got a piece of paper, physical paper, 3D paper, okay, on the table. He's like, I figured it out. I said, I know you did, son. Never doubt your mama. Never doubt your mammy. I'm always going to tell you what's right, okay? And everything digital ain't good. Everything digital, it ain't going to work the same as the real deal. You know what I'm saying? You can meet somebody online, but then when you get them in real life, baby, okay? Deja says, it's been a while. I pray all is well. Thank you. It has been a while. I'm not going to be on here much longer either. Actually didn't plan on coming on until the beginning of the year, but I had to tell y'all about that scratch paper on the screen. And then Boxing Scholar is crying about getting old because his arthritis kicking in his hips and his knees, and he can't do that jump shot like he used to. Lily says, I'm a very calm person, maybe? Like calm, cool. Oh, they want me to stop. They want me to stop capping. That's one thing I try not to do. I try not to cap. Jay Tillman, good morning. Don't let them stop you. Can't nobody stop me. I stop me. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I try to move alongside the will of the Most High. And when God tells me to shut up, I do. And so when you don't see me online, it's because there's a reason why. And it's usually because I've gotten a message to say, be quiet. Right now is not the time to talk. Because I be knowing what's in my heart. And if my heart isn't pure or in a good space, I don't need to be online. You know what I'm saying? That's not the only reason why I stay away from online. No, there's myriad of reasons, but I know recently it's been, because the tongue is very powerful and a lot of things that we speak can come back on us. That's why I try my best not to say what it is that I know I could say that could just really. But it would be too easy. That'd be the thing. It'd be too. I be having so much material. It'd be the wrong people that be. And I'd be like, do you know? So if my heart is not pure and I'm having a certain feeling, I just don't. I just don't. I don't get on. Yeah. Oh, he says, don't be humble. You know what? If I wasn't humble, I would probably have a lot more followers because if I said what was in here and sometimes what's in here, people would tune in because they like drama, they like toxic. And it is so easy to be toxic. But I tell you what, when people try to draw that out of me, when they try to draw that toxicity out of me, it feeds their ego. And my ego is bigger, so I can't do that. I can't feed your ego. No, sir. No, ma'am. We'll never. Who is that? Cases and Cams. What's up? Mixchick said that's how it is now. Schools cancel quick now. They do. The teachers are already off like once a month for this and that. And so this was just another excuse, which I understand. They need a break too. They need that mental, because these kids are bad as hell. And I'm just grateful today that my son is not on punishment on a Friday, because I swear he waits until the weekend, or he waits until I get him something nice that I'm gonna surprise him with. And that's when I know he done effed up. And I'm just like, I can't even give you what I just got you, bruh. Now we gotta sit in the house. We can't even do what we plan to do because you on punishment. You break watermelon with, well, I've been told I got a big head. So I probably could, Roger. I probably could. Hey, artist Deadly. I don't think I'm smarter than a kid. Sometimes I do, but sometimes, listen, I learn from everybody. I don't discriminate. I learn something from everybody. Don't say that, boxing scholar. Sleeping in a coffin. Don't do that. Oh, that'll make you age slower. I don't know. To me, that's a message. You sending a message to the Reaper that you ready to be up out of here. We're not sleeping in no coffins. Not in 2026. There's a lot of things we are not. I repeat, we are not taking into 2026. Okay? Y'all don't need me to stay, but it's nice to feel needed and wanted sometimes, you know. Let me tell y'all, I just went through this line at Starbucks, which I've cut down on my Starbucks because number one, it costs a lot, and the prices keep going up, and it's just not worth it. But I feel like when I do good, like especially if I complete all my homework assignments, or if I've, whatever, I deserve some Starbucks every once in a while. So I go through the line, and when you pay with your card, it automatically pops up, do you want a tip? And it irritates me so much because it's just like it puts you on the spot, right? But at least your drink is already done. So I'm not worried about that. So usually when I come through Starbucks, I like to pay with cash. So anyway, some told me, you know what, go ahead, tip. This lady got a line behind her. She hustling. She gives me the money. I said, keep $2 for the tip. She's like, what? I was like, keep $2 for the tip. So she gives me my change. She dumps it in my hand hard and then slams the thing. And I'm like, wow. Not even thank you for coming. And I'm not one of those people where if I do something for you, you got to brag and boast about it and tell everybody, but just a simple thank you. And then somebody told me years ago, Mo, you know what? You don't even need a thank you. But screw that. I do. Because to me, that's just common courtesy. Yeah, don't eat no Chick-fil-A. We don't even eat that anymore. We used to eat it. I used to get their chicken salad. Not the grilled chicken one, but the one with the chicken with the good chicken. Thank you, boxing scholar. Hey, Project Leroy, what at? This YouTube world is wild. Critic, you are a good boy. You are good. Everybody is good. Just don't let those demons rule your world. We all got things that we got to fix and work on, but don't let that be your personality. Don't let the negative parts of you be the best part of you. And I know it's tempting when you come online to show those negative parts because it yields views, but stay true and authentic to yourself, you know? And I thought about this today because there's a lady I watch that's new, Joanna, I can't remember, but she is just a ray of sunshine. And I'm gonna be honest, she don't be talking about nothing serious or deep on her live. She's got videos that are good, but when she come on live, she keeps it light, she keeps it calm. She's making, her homemade Starbucks. She talking to her kids, she eating cookies, she's unwrapping stuff, she's going to the grocery store, she's doing all this stuff and that, and she's getting a lot of views. And I'm like, could I do that? And I said, that wouldn't be authentic to me because I can't just get on and just talk about just, regular stuff that I'm doing throughout the day. Usually when I come on, I have to have a message. I have to have something that I want people to understand. And I also understand that sometimes the message is simple. Sometimes the message is just being you, just doing what you do, but being because when I watch her, I feel good. She's not saying anything profound in her videos, but her attitude speaks volumes. I don't have that sunshiny, hey guys, type of attitude. So that wouldn't work for me. So I have to figure out what works for me if I want to continue on here. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Truth. I've never done anything to my eyebrows. I keep thinking, do I want to get them done? Do I want to? But I'm 46. At this point, if I ain't done the lip fillers and the eyebrows and the lashes, why? Why start now? I'm not doing it. Either you like me or you don't. What up, Corbin? Project Leroy. I usually drink my Nescafe at home, the instant coffee, but I think I want to get a coffee pot. That way I could brew it, because I drink at least 2 to 3 cups a day, which I shouldn't. I need to cut back on my coffee actually, but I do too. Just like I said, this is just a treat, just a treat. Mix says, hey everyone coming in, don't forget to double tap your phone screen to like the live. Thank you. I am not near. Yes, I am near McDonald's. Actually, there's one like literally a block away. Age ain't nothing but a number. Health is wealth. You got that right. I love your visuals, Deja, that you put up, because the man, the skeleton with the fat around him, I was like, ugh, I don't want to be that. I know some dudes that are buff, but you can literally tell that it's fat over the muscle, and it's like, you're not really buff, bro. Like, you might be strong, and I could tell you used to, you know what I'm saying, but the fat over the muscle, it's not a good look. I had a homeboy like that. He looked like the Michelin Man, and he would even pose like, and it would be all. I couldn't. I couldn't. Hey, Riaz. What up, Jamie? Who don't like me? I am not at McDonald's. You just rude and nasty, George says. Okay, George. I can get you a sausage biscuit for free. You got the hookup? You know some people at the thing down the street. Look at Cree Cree. Hey, go Cree Cree. How are you? You've never had Chick-fil-A? Do you guys even have it out there where you are? You're in the UK, right? You guys have Chick-fil-A out there? Creaky says, I love me Chick-fil-A. Yeah, we used to eat it. Not often, but we used to eat it a lot. We haven't been in a while. They changed the formulation to their fries, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Them fries, it's like they look nice and crispy, and then you bite it, and it's like, and I'm a texture person, so like it's grainy. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm like, this ain't right. So I don't even get the fries when I go. I usually get a salad, and my son will get the little nuggets. Yeah, the way my back's set up too. Y'all see these crutches behind me? I'm jacked up. But I tell you what, through all of the pain, through all of the loss, through all of whatever, can you guys hear that song in the background? I don't want to get flagged. They got Prince on right now. Um, through all of that, I still remain faithful to the Most High. I still give him praise. I still give him glory every single day. Through it all. Through it all. And you have to, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever higher power you have, because best believe you ain't it. Best believe if you was it, you would not be on here watching me. There is something out there greater than you. And I need y'all to recognize we're going into a whole nother year. We've been blessed to be able to live through all of this, regardless of what you've gone through financially, emotionally, mentally, losses, gains, whatever. You're still here. You think that's from your own village? No, that's not from you. That's from a higher power. So recognize, go into 2026 knowing that there is something greater than you out there looking out for you. And it's gotten you to this point. God willing. Just try it. Just try it will come. Okay. Thanks, mixed chick. Yeah. He steals the show though. And I can't have that. You know what I'm saying? I can't have him stealing the show. This is my show. And sometimes I regret putting him on here, honestly. I know he's great and all. What up, Skinny? Who invited Cree Cree? Me? Cree is always welcome here. Look at Jay Walker. What's up, Jay Walker? Jay Walker, I don't think I'm subscribed to your channel. I gotta subscribe. Are you doing music on there? That's what I want to see. And I want to see your twins. Project Lyra says, leave your eyebrows alone. Don't be getting those potato. I know. Some people just look ridiculous with that stuff. Like, I love Serena Williams down. Oh, I love me some Serena. She's like it for me, right? But her eyebrows irk I cannot stand her eyebrows. If there's one thing I could change about Serena, I would change them eyebrows. Coffee is good for you. It is, but I think in moderation because it's acidic, right? And we don't want our bodies to be acidic. Ain't that right, Deja? Because then you got to eat alkaline foods to kind of neutralize. I just don't like it when I got to use the bathroom and then I smell coffee in my urine. I'm like, I hate that. That lets you know I drink a lot of coffee. Yes, hit the like button, please. It only takes 1 second to just. Actually, I don't even think you got to hit it twice. All you got to just tab it. Yeah, fat over. I've seen it. I have seen it. Winter insulation. Yeah, more pushing for the cushion. Listen. I'm saying all this to say, no, that look in itself isn't, but he was a good guy. I was attracted to him because of who he was. You know what I'm saying? But the fat over muscle, no, sir, no, ma'am. He says, I feel attacked. My dad bod got fat over the muscle. Work it out, then. You got to stop eating. Stop eating. That's all. Fast. Do you do intermittent fasting, boxing scholar? Oh, Ria says he don't know if you have one. I mean, it's fast food, so it's better to eat. I mean, I'm sure your parents cook for you anyway. So listen, I take my mama's cooking over fast food any day. Oh, Skinny, you know you love it. He do. That's why they always poking at you, Cree. I don't know why. It's because they like you. Oh, you guys have halal Popeyes and nice. I stay away from fast food for them. Yeah, me too. I try to. Yeah. Certain times I have, like, sometimes I just be needing a break, you know. And so when I need a break, I'll usually have like the frozen nature ways or whatever chicken tenders, or I'll have like a frozen pizza. I'll try to do that rather than going out and getting them. But sometimes I got to get my Thai food. What else do I get when I say F it and I go out and get food? That or Popeyes on base. Yeah. Other than that, mm-mm. Oh, you can't hear the song? Okay, good. That's right. Amen. All day, every day. You have to give God his glory. I promise you, you don't see any gods walking amongst us. I promise you. And I don't care how many subscribers somebody got, how many followers somebody got. I don't care how many people are packed in the church a pastor got. They are not God at all. You look up to the Most High for guidance. They're just the messenger. If that message is godly and holy, you got to listen to what it is a person is saying, not just based on how they look. They might look good, but that don't mean a damn thing. I promise you. I try to push through despite me having back problems since 12. I also recovered mentally 21 times in my life. There you go. You see, he never gave up. 21 times. That's how many. You have to keep going. Keep pushing. Life is life. Life is going life. Trust me, life been lifing for your girl. Life been lifing. But guess what? 21 times. I still get up. I'm not giving up. Sure, budgeting with Crystal. Give us a Bible verse. I love that. Yeah, a lot of people don't like who Serena is with. I understand. And she is changing. I don't like the skin bleaching if that's what she's doing allegedly. Um Yeah, she was so natural and beautiful, and yeah, I don't like it either, boxing scholar. But I don't know if it's the partner that is influencing it. I think it's whatever she's got going on in her head that influenced her to even get that type of partner. and then do all the things that she's doing. Apple cider vinegar with water will fix that after coffee. There you go. Thank you, Project Leroy. So we're talking about being acidic in the body, which is a state we don't want to be in. So he said you can drink apple cider vinegar with water. That'll fix that after drinking coffee. The like button is free. Shout out to Messy. Do you want a Bible? I said yes. Give me the Bible verse. Yeah, I gotta stop eating the bad food. Fasting nonsense. I'm good on that. Boxing dog said no. I'm eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What you talking about? We can always blame Trump. Just give it to him. He already in trouble, so just go ahead and give it to him. And don't he looking anorexic like Ariana Grande and Cynthia? Yeah, I don't know what they got going on. Project Leroy, I made the mistake of taking a shot of that never again. It's not bad. You see, the thing is, you took it straight, mixed chick. You didn't mix it with no water. That's why, because I did the same thing, and I was like, never again. And somebody was like, no, you gotta mix it with water. It doesn't take away the efficacy of it. Just mix it with water. You know, a good 6 ounces, 6 to 8 ounces. All you need is a couple teaspoons in there, and you can drink it. It doesn't taste that bad. It's the confidence. Am I way behind on the chat or something? Okay, because I don't know what y'all talking about. That's the 1,000-pound life people, never single. They never. And here I am. I ain't gonna disclose my weight, but I ain't close to 600 pounds. I ain't close to 1,000. But they all got a man. I did see one guy that was single. One guy was single. And he actually took it seriously and was losing the weight. And now he's on his way to stardom. I can't remember his name, but I watched the whole video because I had to see how this dude turned his life around. I thought it was going to say he died at the end, but no, he's still here. There you go. Mix it with water. She didn't do that. We know she didn't do that. Okay, here we go. Deja vu. Now she is the guru. I do a 3-day water only fast monthly and 5 days, 5 times a year. How on earth do you do that? Deja vu? Ain't no way. I saw a lady on a video with Diary of a CEO. If you guys ever watch that video, that channel, it's very good. He has some awesome people that he interviews. Anyways, this lady, I don't know who she was or what her name is. Just type in Diary of a CEO in health, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, she said you can get rid of any ailment. You can heal anything going on in your body if you fast for 5 days with just water. I said, is that going to fix my degenerative disc disease? Is that going to fix my spine? If I fast for 5 days, I think not. But I think she had a good point. I will make chickens your footstool. Yeah, God will make your enemy your footstool for sure. Keep messing around and playing with God's children. People just don't know. They have no idea. They have no idea. That's why it's really important to seek Him so that you're not an antagonizer and you don't do things to God's children, because I promise you it comes back to you. I have to detox and reset. Yeah, I should too, because of the coffee and cookies and stuff like that I eat. I really should be. I got some teeth. They may not be perfect, but I got them. Praise God. Yeah, I know it did take you out, mixed chick. Too funny. Do it again, mix it with water, and I promise you, it's like not even half as bad. It's really not. Serena been bleaching her skin and she looks crazy in her photos. Never smiling, just like Eve. Yeah. I think it's like to give like this mysterious, like, I don't know. Hollywood is just weird, bro. At the end of the day, they all weirdos. I have not watched the Diddy documentary. I might. I heard it was done very, very well. Um, I know Diddy pissed because he planned on doing his own documentary, and 50 Cent beat him to it because he locked up. He can't do nothing, and 50 beat him to it. That's a good get back. If we cool and you dating my baby mama, we got beef For life. For life. Well, no, I'm not. I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm lying. I think for men it might be different. For women, maybe not so much. Yeah, because I had a situation kind of close to that. I wasn't the one messing with my friends. One of my friends ended up, yeah, yeah. Supposedly they met online and that's how they connected. But that's a whole nother, that's a story time I'll have to put behind a paywall, child. Okay. But Fitty beat him. Fitty is very good at get back. You ain't messed yourself. It probably burned all the way going down too, didn't it? If they have entered to chat, get them out of here. Skinny, where you at? That dude lost weight and became single, I bet. He was always single. He probably got him a girl though. Now that he's been on TV and all that stuff, I hope he got him a job and he's actually, his mama was enabling him though. That was the thing. It was really sad to see. And the way he would talk, it was like he was still a kid. It was so, he was 33 and they'd be like, "Well, what do you want to do with your life?" And he was like, "Oh, I don't know. I think I want to it was just the way it had just the way he talked. And his mom enabled him and it was just really sad to see, you know? But I hope he's getting it together. You know, he lost just on the 20-minute video that they recapped his life and how he turned his life around and was losing weight. He had already lost like 200 pounds and literally like over 100 of it he did on his own. And he was still losing by the time the video was over. So, word of the day, eat that, whatever. You can have fun and eat what you want. Just know that you're going to suffer the consequences for it. But if you want to live a longer, healthier life, sometimes you got to say no. You have to. She had an idea, not a solution. Enjoy the weekend. Blessings, pretty. Thanks, Henry. Jesus is coming soon. We've been saying that forever. We gonna see. I tried the 3-day fast and my body just gave up. I know that's right, Jay. That would be me. I would be on day one and just be like, my son be like, Mama. And I be like, bring me that potato chip right there. Revive me, son. I love a good juice cleanse. See, now I could do that. I could do that with some veggies and some fruit. I could probably do that. Start off with pickle juice. And this is why 50 is the king. He is the king of petty. Nobody, you got to do a video on that, Cricri. You got to show the evolution of 50's pettiness. I promise you it probably goes back to when he was a child. I'm sure. I'm sure. Because genius. I mean, you got to be really diabolical to think of some of the things that he says and some of the things he puts out. What he did to Ja Rule, I mean, evolution of 50's pettiness. That's what it's gonna be called, Cree Cree. It's for life. Enjoy your day. Yeah. Was she supposed to say single forever? Who? Who's supposed to say single forever? Who want who to stay single? Look at Janesta Coleman. Hey, Janesta. Happy Friday. I hope you're having a great day and I hope you have a beautiful and blessed weekend. Stay out of trouble, but I know you won't. I know you won't. Diddy lawyers are trying to have Netflix pull it down. It's worth watching. Yeah, the damage is already done. He should have had that already in the mix. He should have gotten the word that old boy was working on something because everybody in the industry talks and knows everything. So he should have had somebody on his side already in the works before they even put it out. It's too late. Make me a mod and I will. Thank you. Sorry, I don't have my microphone. It's been so long since I went live. I don't even know where my little mini mic is. Thanks, Ryan Friedman. Oh, you on the way home? Okay. Now that is a challenge I will accept because he single-handedly tanked Ja Rule's career. Thank you. Remember the concert? He bought all the tickets and nobody showed. Like, he got the money to just waste to embarrass somebody. It's wild. Yes, 50 Cent baby mama and advice for someone trying to practice celibacy. Um, it's been almost 4 years for me. Um, well, I will tell you, it's hard. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's hard. What I do, well, see, it just really depends. For me, it was easy because I had gotten out of a really toxic-ish relationship. So it was easy for me to be like, no to boys, right? But even in my moments of weakness where I still desire companionship, I still desire a warm body up. Oh, me child. Oh, and it's wintertime. Um, I stay busy. So you have to stay busy. You have to stay focused. Use time being celibate to do things that you always wanted to do and engulf yourself in that. Think about the things that are most important to you. Make sure that sex is not one of those things. You have to rely on God for strength to get through it because I be wanting to call certain people, I be wanting to do certain things, I be wanting to link. And but God knows my heart. God knows that I want to wait until somebody of value and somebody that's worthy to do that with. So when your heart is pure and you really really want to hold out and you really don't want that to be a thing right now, ask God for strength. And he will even make it so that people that you normally would want to encounter with that way don't want to encounter that with you, or they won't even put those people in those spaces. They won't make it, God won't make it easy for it to occur if you really have it in your heart that this is what you want to do. So you have to continue relying on him. How do I mute this, guys, when I'm on live like this? Okay, I think that was mute. Let me blow my nose real quick. I'm so sorry. Okay. And I wouldn't even call it celibacy what I'm doing. I guess it's just abstinence. I'm just abstaining from sex. And then you also have to like certain things that come on TV, there's always like certain shows that I watch, there's always a sex scene. All like most of the stuff that I watch, there's always somebody getting it in. And it's gotten to a point where it's annoying because sometimes it's not necessary. Like we know what's to come. Do we have to see her riding him? Stuff like that. I fast forward through it, because I don't need to be further tempted. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not gonna say that I don't. You know what I'm saying? I've done the sexting and the sending pics and all of that stuff, but honestly, at my age, I should stop because I'm too old. And then I'm tempting myself. So stay away from doing things that will tempt you and just really rely on God. Yeah, empty seats, child. He had empty seats. 50 Cent is diabolical. If you sell a bit, I'll buy a bit. UK rapper Digga D is changing his life finally after going to jail multiple times, and this time is serious. I'm sure it would. Going to jail will say you when you lose your freedom. Yeah, there's a lot of things that motivate us to be better and to do different. I'm still a virgin at 23. I remember you telling me you gonna find the right one. That's good for you, Riaz. Krikri says I do intermittent fasting and that works as far as cravings go. I don't consume things I used to, and I lost almost 80 pounds. Congratulations. Yes. You better do it. Digga D is on probation now, and he feels banned him from live streaming on Twitch. Oh wow. Yep, Janessa Coleman says facts. What up, Lauren Krause? How are you? They pushing sex in our faces. I mean, everything, everywhere, all day, every day. That and alcohol. You're the same age as Kendra G, and she's still doing the sex thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, well, a lot of people are because sex is socially acceptable without being married. But there's consequences to that. There really is. You can end up with a kid you don't want. Be faced to do something that you never thought you would ever do. You can end up with an STD. You can catch feelings and that person just wanted your body. There's so many risks to just having sex. And then you got to think about people that want to do it but don't have a partner to do it with, right? So when you end up calling that one person that you really can't stand, but they have sex, now you've opened up a whole nother door because you only want them for that one thing. So once you get that one thing, that person is going to feel used because that's all you wanted. Now you got to figure out how to get them out your bed and out your house because you done got post nut clarity and you want them gone. So just imagine all of the psychological crap you got to go through just to get some ass. It's not worth it at all. I'm not calling such and such because I don't like such and such. I'll take that one thing, but other than that, no. And it's not right to use people. It just isn't. Deja says intermittent fasting is okay, but after the hours are up, you're eating. You're not allowing yourself to fully detox and reset, in my opinion. What up, though? Word. How are you? Can you please go live earlier? Please. Please go live early. I know you got shit to do. I know you got a life. I know you got a family, bro. But still, please. Can you? Hey, Atasha Lynn. New York, I know it's cold. Good, thank you. I hope you're well. I'm hanging in there. I never did it before. I'm only waiting for marriage. I know that's right. You will be so blessed for that, Riaz. God is going to send you your queen. Back to work I go. Have an amazing day, everyone. Thanks, Deja. You too. I love my daughter no matter what. I know that's right, Janesta. You guys have a good one. A-Team in here? Where A-Team at? I don't see A-Team on here. Oh, there she is. Hey, A-Team. Hey, hey. Yeah, you're Muslim. Yeah, but everybody should be waiting for marriage. I mean, it's really just, everybody's got their own way of doing things and what they think they should do. Whatever. I feel like I should have waited. You know what I'm saying? I had intercourse with my ex-husband before we finally said I do, But I think if we had waited and really got to know each other, we would have realized that we were not perfect for each other and we should have never got married. But sex clouds things. Sex clouds things, Jamie, no need to give me anything. Really, Mo, don't tell me you be calling Nate over. I don't. That's why it's been almost 4 years. Absolutely not. I don't want no premarital soul ties. I know that's right. Although I don't believe in soul ties. I be trying, but the way my kids set up, I know. The babies come first. You got to. So you got to wait till they really, you got to wait till them kids is in REM sleep. Like they talking and sucking their thumb and all that. Then you can get online. I understand. I do. Because I have to wait, even if I go live at night, I have to wait until my son is sleep. So people like, I got to wait till like 9:30. His bedtime is 9, but I got to wait at least 35, 40 minutes after he's done sneaking a book or playing with toys, and finally he knocked out. Then I know I can go, but I understand. Yeah, you guys got to catch the word streams. He be talking some good stuff. I be learning a lot over there with him and Gary. Yeah. Yeah, sex is recreational, or people use it like that, but it's deeper than the ocean. It is so deep. It's so deep. It is just, it's a good thing, and I think it's necessary, of course, to procreate. But having sex does a lot too. You know, you release endorphins and all of these oxytocin and all of these things. Um, but what are we doing with that energy afterwards, you know? I just don't believe everybody deserves to get that energy source from you. That's why it's so important to be picky. It really is. You don't just want to give it away. And I'm not just talking about women, I'm talking about men too. I had a friend who was a whore. And I told him one day, I said, you do know that your body is special too. It's not just women, but your body is special too. And you just giving it away like that, just constantly. Like, and it has to be draining at some point. And eventually he got married and settled down, and he's a good guy now. He used to tell me everything. Okay. But he settled down and he's now doing a good, he's whatever. But it's too much energy exchange. It's too much energy exchange. It's really gross when you think about it. You know, letting something enter into you and then another enter in you, and um without there being any love. And just imagine you don't really like that person, but you're allowing them to enter into you and to do all these things. Uh mm-mm. I can't do that again. I can't. It has to be special. It gotta be. The word 9%, if you type in the word 9%, the THA, he's really smart, so I don't know why he misspelled his name like that, but the word no, he is a good brother though. He really is. She's not innocent, 18. I'm gonna get on you about that. She's not. She's guilty. My mama married at 21 years old, and my daddy was a 19-year-old in 1999. Ooh, your mama was a little cougar. Swipe out this chat. What Leroy said. Oh, he's getting rid of him. Thank you. Look at Tiara Monique. Good morning. I know you believe in soul ties. I don't. Absolutely not. Because people say when you sleep with somebody, your soul is tied to them, and you can't stop thinking about them, and you'll do things, and you're going back and forth, and you can't let them go, and all that good stuff. I feel like if that was the case, I would be tied to so many people, and I'm not. There was one or two that I couldn't let go of, but that was only because the intimacy was the bomb. It was the best I ever had mentally, emotionally, sexually. It was just everything. And I stayed tied to that person because of those things. But I'd had plenty of intercourse with other people, and I wasn't tied to them because it wasn't all that. I feel like if we really, if sex brings soul ties, then I would be tied. We all would be tied to a whole lot of people, and I just don't see it that way. And I don't see anything biblically about soul ties. When you join together as one in union before God, marriage wise, sure. Other than that, no. You be tied to the one that that hit it just right, or the one that, you know what I'm saying. That's who y'all be tied to. Get out of here with that soul time mess. What up? She ain't. Thank you, Go Creek. She's not innocent. So I don't know why A Team stay on here capping like Janessa innocent. Hey, Abby. I'm in Virginia. They do be thinking they can say what they want. Man, with the wrong person, there's no energy exchange. It will be a drain mentally and emotionally. I'ma tell you what. Absolutely. Ah, she came back. Janesta. Now, keep it real, baby. Your mama waited for marriage, though. That's great. Just because she loves wiener don't mean she's guilty. This is true. This is true. You're right. You got it, 18. You got that one. Touche. You're right. No one has any evidence, but I'ma find some. I'ma find some. But I just feel it in my spirit you ain't innocent. I feel it. I be knowing. I be knowing. I'm sorry this isn't stable, y'all. A lot of time it be that good. Thank you. That's what that soul tie be. It be that good. It ain't got nothing to do with no. They be, and a lot of these pastors and these people on YouTube and stuff like that. They capitalize off of this soul tie thing because they they getting people to watch their stuff and feel like they got a soul tie when somebody, when really it's just they put it on you good. You was sprung. Quit tying that mess to God. I use that term because I don't want no energy entering my body before marriage. I understand. Got most of I got a little, you know what I'm saying? I have me some little speech impediments here and there. Lies, Janessa. She waiting on her delivery and her poll. Yep. Church equals money. Facts, 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 facts. They gonna tell you whatever. I literally saw a video of a pastor talking about he got a phone call from a member of the church talking about I'm in the hotel and I'm sitting here playing with it, waiting on you. This is all in his sermon. So imagine if you're somebody that's celibate or somebody who's trying to abstain from sex in church and your pastor's on stage with his tongue out recounting a woman that's trying to get him to the hotel. Of course, his endpoint was that he abstained and he didn't let the devil use him. But imagine him saying in church, and she's sitting there with her legs open and she playing with that thing. Now, if you are trying to abstain, but you know you a freak in in here, you a freak. Is that helpful or not? Is it helpful or not? His goal is to tell you that he fought the devil and he didn't go to that demon's room. But we all know he probably did, right? Why is this woman even able to text you all of these things and send you pictures enough for you to know where to go to meet her? How did we get here? Soon as she expressed interest in you in that way, and you are married pastor, why are we still in communication? For you to be able to sit up there in your church and talk about a woman playing with her stuff waiting on you. What's wrong with people? Jesus. But guess what? God is not to be mocked at all. He's not to be mocked. These people look like they're winning, but really they're losing, and they're gonna they're gonna lose the end game. Foul, just foul. You got to be careful who you listen to online and in these churches. Got me up here all mad now, thinking about that nasty ass preacher. Devils behind a pulpit. That's exactly what they are. To take the woo-woo out of it is the emotional connection, the sensation of them chemical releases, and most can't identify why they feel the way they do. It's really not the person, it's the feeling. Yeah, because I've had that feeling without intercourse. I have felt strongly about certain people. Strongly, you know, men and women, not women in the sexual nature, but just the connection that I had, I felt strongly about them, you know, without, that. It is a feeling and it's deep when you develop, a certain bond with somebody. Oh, where he hits the spot. Boy, it'll have you stuttering now. The right, we gotta have you stuttering now. While the term soul tie is not a specific concept in Islam, The idea of deep predestined connection between souls is supported by the Islamic teaching. Okay, go ahead and teach us something, Riaz, in the Quran 2.2187, and the creation from a single soul, in the Quran 4, 1, suggesting a profound union where intimacy is a blessing. Intimacy is a blessing, but a lot of us take it for granted. We take it for granted, you know? Because one person can have all these feelings that Brother Word was talking about, and you're intermingling with somebody that doesn't have the same feelings. You got to be on the same page, the same level. You gotta, you guys gotta want the same thing, and you gotta be, you're working towards something. But just because you horny, just because you want some, we gotta learn how to what's the word? Discipline ourselves. When you undisciplined in certain things, you undisciplined in a lot of other things. And a lot of times it's very obvious and apparent. Yeah, them pulpit pimps. There's a lot of them. You got to pay attention. Yeah, last church I went to, I stopped going because he was the same way. Real estate investor. He was trying to get opening, having different courses at the church because he's trying to get people to buy homes from him. I was like, I see your game, bruh. This ain't that. This ain't what God. Lord, horrible. But they will see. They will see. They will see. It looked like they winning, but they not. I promise you. A lot of people are not worried about eternity. Most people are worried about living in a good and fun and wealthy life here on earth. There is no heaven on earth. Your heaven is after your body expires. And that's what nobody cares about. That's the problem. We not worried about the afterlife. We worried about now. Some people say, I want my heaven on earth now. There is no heaven on earth. Period. Do what you're supposed to do now so that you can get your heaven afterwards. If you believe in that. If you don't, I see you when I see ya. I see you when I see ya. I know what it is, though. I just seen a story where a female pastor said God told her to get a BBL. Right. God told her. God told her. Even though the body is a temple, right? But God told her to risk her life because a lot of women are dying putting these BBLs in their body. So God basically told her to risk her life. So then that wasn't God. That was the devil. AKA social media and the internet and wanting to compete with young people. Every time I say I subscribe to the word, it disappears. Really? Yeah, YouTube be playing. YouTube don't want people to grow. YouTube want people to stay stuck and stagnant. So, low content, toxic content, judgmental content, domestic content, that wins. Racist content. You can be white and racist on YouTube, though. You can say nigga, 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 all you want. No strikes, no ban, no nothing. Soon as you say white supremacy, you say the Jew word, you use any of that stuff, let you do a whole hour about white people or the Jewish community. But you could be white and Jewish and you can talk all this mess about blacks. You can let blacks get on here and talk all this mess about each other and the views skyrocket. But let somebody like the word come on here and talk to you about emotional intelligence and emotional regulation, and they won't distribute it across the algorithm. Why? Because they don't want you to grow. They don't want you to think for yourself. Period. That's why I don't be encouraged to come on here sometimes, because it's like, for what? I might have a message that I think might help somebody, but damn, who's gonna watch it? That's what it comes down to. Y'all ladies in trouble in those churches. The men saw that hustle a mile away. Facts. The devil told her exactly. Be the same ones cooking for their pastors and not their husbands, okay? What better place for the devil to try to hide it? Yep. Most people hearing the devil and thinking or hoping is God. Yep. That's because they don't know God. All you got to do is listen to what the pastor says and then go in your Bible and compare it, and you'll see right there, he's not of God. Yeah, they be in blackface. Generation says, I just want romance. Yeah, man, they be killing my channel. Yeah, they be killing it because they don't want, they don't want the message out. It's so obvious. Everything that used to be covert is now over. It's straight in our face. It's blatant. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Argentina gets $20 billion while we have homeless veterans. It's in our face. They don't even have to hide it anymore. Ain't that crazy? Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, the algorithm ain't. But I gotta get off on here. I gotta make sure that my son did all of his at home work for the snow day when there's literally no snow. um I just want to be a source of encouragement for y'all. Anybody watching, um, resist temptation to do wrong. Just always try your best to do the next right thing. It may hurt, but I promise you there's a blessing at the end. Um, you'll be blessed for doing the right thing. Stay positive. The year is almost over. Think about what you want to bring into 2026. Anything that is not righteous, not positive, don't make you feel good, you got to question it, leave it in 2025. Let's go into 2026 positive. Let's go refreshed. Let's go with a grateful attitude that we made it out of 2025. A lot of people suffered a lot of things this year. I've seen some things. I've had friends and family that have lost parents. Um, I have family that's lost children this year. Um, I know people that have to resort going to the food bank. A lot of stuff, right? I've suffered some medical stuff, right? But through it all, I'm still here. And you're still here. So don't think that 2025 is it. Nope. There's more and better to come. But it all starts with gratitude. When the Most High sees that you're grateful for what you have right now, He will bless you with more. That's literally how it works. I don't know how else to explain it to you because it's worked for me and it can surely work for you. But when you sit online complaining about what you don't have and who did, you're not going to continue to get more. If you sit at home moping in the dark and complaining because whatever, you're not, God's not going to bless. You got to go out and try to do better, but you have to be grateful for where you are. I do not like this state, but guess what? The other day I said, you know what, Lord, at least Virginia has water so I can go to the beach anytime I want. There's a beach here, there's a beach there, there's a beach there. In less than 5 minutes, I can be at the beach, right? Blessed. Because I love the water. I'm from San Diego. The food is not good, so guess what? It forces me to cook more, which my son appreciates. His body appreciates. My body appreciates, right? So I'm blessed in that way that the food is not good because it forces me to cook more, and I'm cooking with my son. So there's a blessing. Can you guys still hear me? Um, what else? We get all 4 seasons here. Blessed. So I got the positives. I got to look at what I'm grateful for rather than what I don't have. And ever since I changed my mindset with that, things have gotten better. So I think if we lead with gratitude, that's key. And then also doing something for somebody else. And don't just say you're going to do it. You know? And especially don't volunteer to do something and then don't do it. Talking about you still need, yeah, I still need it. You told me you was going to do it 2 months ago. No, keep your word. Do what you say you're going to do. But and have gratitude for what you have. That's the key. This has been one of the worst years for me, but I know I'm still blessed to be here. Amen. That's right, mixed chick. Yes, yes. You still here. You still woke up. You got another year to make it better, even if some of those things were out of your control. You still here, which means the next time something similar or close to that happens, you'll see it coming a mile away, and you'll know how to deal with it. Then we get better and better and better. Gratitude is key. Be grateful for the good and the bad, because even the bad have seeds of blessings. There you go. There you go. I've been on crutches. I wasn't able to drive for 6 weeks, y'all. 6 weeks. I spent so much money on Uber and Lyfts. Why? Because I'm a prideful person and I don't like to ask for help. So I spent hundreds of dollars on Ubers and Lyfts, going to and fro, doctor's appointments, taking my son to school, taking him to practice, all that stuff. He missed most of his soccer season, right? Because I was sick and I couldn't drive. I couldn't. And I didn't have anybody to say, hey, can you take my son to his soccer game? Right? So he suffered in the midst of that. But guess what? It made me stronger, because you know what? Like the word said, there's seeds in even the bad. There was a reason why God sat me down. Do you know, before I injured myself, I had all of these plans to spend all this money to redecorate my son's room because it was his birthday, and I was going to do this and I wanted to do that. I was like, oh, I might even do my room. Da, da, da. I'm in Target trying to look for stuff, and I realized I can't carry this. I'm not strong enough today. My back is really, and then it just went downhill from there. And I'm in the ER 3 times within 2 weeks. The ambulance actually had to come and get me the last time because I couldn't move the left side of my body. Right? And the whole time I'm just thanking God for still being alive. Not why me, Lord, because I know there's a reason for everything. God sat me down for 6 weeks for a reason. I don't know what it is, but I know it was for something good. It forced my son to grow up a little bit more because he had to be more of a help. It forced us to be with each other a little bit more because instead of him going to the after school program, he came straight home. So I had more things for him to do. Our bond got a little stronger. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just based on material things and him doing good in school and his extracurricular. We were able to bond more. We were able to do more things together, even though I was sick and couldn't move half the time, right? It forced him to grow up and be more independent, right? And me not being able to drive probably saved me from a car accident, because everywhere you go, nobody knows how to drive, right? There's no telling why God did what he did. And I'm praying that if I make it to heaven, he will tell me, hey, remember when you were sat down for 6 weeks and you couldn't drive and you couldn't do this? This is why. I know it. I'm saying all that to say, be grateful. Yep. Stronger, better 2026 is your year. That's right, Mixed Chick. You got this. And you know you got us too. For sure, for sure. The bad only highlights the good times when they come. Hopefully 2026 will be better. I believe that, Mo. That's right. God always has, every time. There's always a reason. There is a reason. Everything has a reason. You know, we got everything that happens on this earth is spiritual. Nothing is by coincidence. Everything is spiritual. Everything. And we're living in a spiritual warfare on this earth. From the way you wake up in the morning, the feelings you get, to the way you interact with the people at the Starbucks, the way you drive. All of that's spiritual, because Satan has infected so many people that they want to make your life miserable like theirs. But don't let them. Don't let them. You understand? Don't let them. I'm not going to let that lady. I gave her a $2 tip and she threw the money in my hand and slammed the thing. I gave you a tip. You didn't say thank you for coming to Starbucks. You didn't say thank you for the tip. Just, and I had to sit and think, well, damn. But because I'm so grateful, I'm not going to let that bother me. A year ago, I would have went in and said, hey, can I talk to your manager? This lady was very rude. And I gave her a $2 tip. She could at least say thank you. She needs to be nice to the customers from now on. No, I'm going to just say a short prayer like God bless her, because I mean, she is humping. She is busy. But Satan will use people like that. The wrong, she might piss off the wrong person though later on, is what I'm saying. But if you got God in you, you not, it is what it is. Man, me losing majority of my eyesight, at first I felt like life sucked, but I spent so much time with my kids, and this is something I want from my parents, but never had. There you go. Exactly. There's a reason for everything. Everything, good and bad. Hey, Mike Lad! What is? I bet that deepened your relationship too. That's probably something he needed, and you didn't even. There you go. Didn't even know I needed it, because I thought I was being a good mother, sending him to school, sending him to after school program, so he has experience with other people, other thing. Get him, come home. We have our regimen, blah 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 blah. But that wasn't at all. You know? Yeah, we are all energy. Black manifest lifestyle. Good morning. Oh, MHN, what up? How are you? I hope all is well. She should have gotten some strong words when I was in my. Yeah! Back in the day, we'd have been like, who you slamming this door on? I just gave you $2. How dare you? What's up with your customer service skills? But no, we're older. We're more composed. We're blessed. We're children of God. Can't let that get to us. She's the one with the problem. You know? Ain't no way she would have been aired out. She literally did that. I was really shocked and surprised. Like, wow. Like, what's going on with her? And then I went in to use the bathroom and I looked at her and I was just like, whatever. Well, she didn't snatch the money. She already had the money. And I said, keep $2 of the change for your tip jar. And she didn't understand me because I was trying to wipe something from my face at the same time. I was like, keep $2 for your tip jar. And she was like, what? Like, she yelled it like that. What? She wasn't like, excuse me, what did you say? What? $2 for your tip jar. I mean, she slant, like, I was like, whoa. And then I was so shocked that I looked back at her, and that's when she closed the. I should have said, give me my $2 back. ASAPatry. Because you're no deserving, ma'am. I know Project Leroy, but yeah, she understood you. She had content for some reason. For some reason, I don't know. She not having a good day, but I did the right thing and just kept it moving. Just always do the next right thing. That's where your blessings come from. Just do the next right thing. Okay? So I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm gonna holla at you. It was great being on the live. I missed you guys. I don't know when I'll post again. I have no idea. Whenever. Just whenever. I'm gonna do what feels good to me. I'm gonna try to strategize and niche down to something specific that I want to talk about and have that be like the main focus of the channel. But I haven't gotten there yet. So it is what it is. I'm just growing slowly. And I actually kind of like it this way, to be honest with you, because it's not so much pressure, you know? Um, but yes, I will try to stay out of trouble, Project Leroy. You do the same. I'll see you guys around, okay? Love you. Bye. God bless. Now, how do I end the live? This is different now. I don't even know. Wow, what is all this? Thanks, Mixed Chick. You too. Feel better. We got you. Okay, Mike Love. I appreciate your support. It don't have an end live button on here. Hit the exit. 18, my girl.